do that, and that, and that. Move that, and move that, and load. Oh, whatever. Okay, do this. Here we are. Thank you. Okay, so that's all running. Let's hit this button here. That prompts that. Let's do live chat. There we are. And we'll say test 1. Where is... oh, whoops. My fault. There we are. Okay, perfect, perfect. And we'll say test 2. There it is. And we will say test 3. And there we are. And we are good. So we'll just do this really quick. And we're going to... All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and we'll say enter and enter and what? I don't care. Enter and enter, enter and enter and enter and enter and enter. Oh, I didn't paste that. There we go, enter. Okay, done. Quit. Thank you. And then we can go ahead and say share. And then we can close this. And then I can post this. I am doing this rapid fire because I really just want to get this thing going. I just feel like I'm always running behind where I want to be. So here we go. Good. And let's move our keyboard. All right. And okay, let's hit our counter thing here, which is here. And we will go ahead and say that. Do this. Reflector. Ooh, I forgot about reflector. Sorry. So close. Unless I do it right. Ooh, perfect. Right there at 2 minutes and 20-something seconds. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that's shared, so I can close this. Goodbye. Okay, for once, it did not take 3 minutes to do something. Unbelievable. Why is this stupid thing still here? No, I don't need you there. Thank you. Okay, we are good. Oh, wait a minute. Why is the social stream not showing up? Oh, okay, so that's resetting. All right, that's fine. That takes 2 seconds for me to go find it. I don't know why that keeps resetting now. That thing was working great for a long time, but it's okay. All I have to do is find it in here. Yes, there it is. Done. And we are good. Well, still did it before 3 minutes was up. All right, everybody, let's get going here. So let's do this. Yep. Okay. Well, happy Monday. No, to nobody. Nobody's here. It's got 0 viewers, but that's okay. So we are working on. This was I mean, just because October's over, I don't care. We can still do Halloween stuff. That's all right. I am going to have a Santa-themed illustration. I've got it in my head. I need to get it out of my head into a sketch, but I'm not there. Hey, new gamer, how are you? New gamer, my eyes are terrible, 385_YT, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I should have looked at this. Yes, 385. Just making sure I get the number right. Well, welcome to the stream. All right, so we are working on the, I don't know what you call this, the flesh bar underneath the skull here with the eyes and the, those are going to be muscle pockets, this stuff. But let's keep going on the black areas here. Get those filled in. Let me see what brush I've got here. That's probably too... Oh, that's okay. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, so, you know, Halloween's over, but I still have this image, and I still want to get this done before I move on to my, what I'm going to call my Maniac Santa image, which is going to... I have an idea of how it will look on a shirt, which I intend to actually get made and wear for when I fly back to New York. And that way, when the driver comes to get me, they will see me wearing this shirt with a lunatic Santa. 2-hour Minecraft episode on a zombie apocalypse mod pack. Sorry. I'm doing very well, thank you. And that sounds like a riot. I have to get back to Minecraft. I have not played in a while. And I really enjoy Minecraft. Actually, I may have something that will be starting relatively soon. I don't know if it's going to be Minecraft related. I don't know yet, but very, very kind of early. What's my dog doing? Hey, what are you biting at? Okay? Sorry, just making sure my dog's okay. Hi! Yes, I'll scratch your head, but I can't do that for a stream. There's nothing interesting about that. They don't care. They can't see me scratching your head. Oh, my dog. Like most dogs, very, very big into attention. Anyway, there may be a thing coming up where on, well, I don't know what night yet. The weeknight Wednesday was floated, but again, this is all very preliminary, if I can speak English correctly. Very, very, very early discussions on being part of kind of a live stream or some kind of something that will be based around co-op gaming, which I do anyway with my podcast co-host, but this would be in a more, I think this would be more of a live stream type of thing. We'll see. So I don't know. But yeah, Minecraft is one of those games. I really, really enjoy Minecraft. I just don't get to play it enough. Not for any particular reason, because I've paid for, I don't know, like 3 different versions of the thing at this point. So I do need to, at some point, get back to it. All right, so that's the black layers. That's the sketch layers. Let's go ahead. Let's get the teeth kind of colored in. So let's do a new layer right here. We'll give that kind of an off-white type of color. Put it more in the yellowy range or something like a bone color. Yeah, I think, I hope so. I hope it works out because, you know, I generally play co-op with my co-host, but it's always on the PS5. So there's games that I know are probably better on the PC that I just don't get to play. I know Minecraft is on the PS5, but he's not a Minecraft person. I can just tell you right now. I already know that. Right now we're playing GTA Online. So obviously playing brand new games is not a priority. We definitely will play older games. So we had just finished playing... What did we just finish? We just finished something. What did we play? We played Doom. And then what did we play after Doom? Oh, Far Cry 6. Which we'd already played, so it was a replay of Far Cry 6, but we hadn't played it since it came out, so it was a while ago. And that was a lot of fun. I enjoy the Far Cry series. I know there are people who think that the formula is too tired and they don't want to play it anymore, and I understand that. It is absolutely true that if you've played one Far Cry, you've played them all. They have not changed up that formula in quite a while. Supposedly, 7 is going to be... something like that. Let's see. Me and my friends started a brand new server, found an overpowered structure, loaded us with iron and gave us 3 diamonds. This is what the mod pack reminds you. There are so many zombies. Yeah, that's what I mean is they've done a lot of changes to Minecraft since the last time I played it. I mean, there's just so much more to it now because the last time I played it, I mean, it was, boy, I want to say, how many years ago was the last time I played Minecraft? Boy, it's probably been a good 5, 6, 7 years. I'm gonna guess. That's my guess on it. Getting bombarded every 5 minutes. I mean, zombie mode became, of course, now every game has a zombie mode. I think it was Call of Duty the first one that really kind of popularized that. I don't remember what games. I mean, I remember playing the, oh geez, zombie modes of everything. I mean, Team Fortress 2 it essentially had a zombie mode, which was just machines. Same difference though. So I remember playing I think it was Man vs. Machine it was called, when it was in TF2. So yeah, in fact, GTA Online has something like that too. GTA Online has some kind of zombie raid or something in there. I remember seeing it. We haven't played it yet. Because GTA Online I haven't played since longer than Minecraft. Last time I played GTA Online was when it was new. Oh, nice. That's great. Well, put a link in here when you do. If you come to another stream and your YouTube channel is up, or YouTube video, not channel, then what's the YouTube channel? Put the YouTube channel name in here so that people can see it. I'm always happy to have people promote their channel because why not? Type it in there, and that way I can look at it too. So paste it into the chat so that people can see it. But yeah, the zombie mode thing works really well in a lot of games. It's one of those things that you sit there and... Because I remember when not every game had it, that when zombie mode was still a kind of uncommon thing. And you sit there now and you think, geez, why didn't somebody think of this? Why weren't more games doing this sooner? Because it makes so much sense for so many games. And there's so many interesting ways to do it. You know? It's such an easy fit for a lot of stuff. So yeah, you kind of sit there and go, why wasn't this a more common thing sooner? Now it's everywhere. Which, you know, better late than never. That's fine. But yeah, it's such a natural fit for so many games. You know what? That line doesn't look right. Hold on, let me see where that is. Where is that? Right there. That tooth edge does not look right. Let's refine that down just a tad. That looks better. Okay. But yeah, zombie mode. Like I said, such a almost obvious thing to put into games, and yet it took a while for a lot of games to get it. And now it's sort of any multiplayer game that has any type of options, you just kind of come to expect it. That it will have some version of zombie or horde mode, whatever term they want to use, but that's what it is. Where you're fighting like swarms of zombified enemies of some kind. So, yeah. Like I said, it is funny to think about the fact that a lot of games did not do it. Oh, did my screen freeze? Oh, there it goes. Okay. That a lot of games did not have that. That was just not something you saw very often. And now it's just about everywhere. Kind of the same way that, you know, but I mean, I say that, but deathmatch at one point was not something every game had. And then, you know, once that came in, every first-person shooter that you could play online, well, you just expected it. But it was not a common thing. There's always a time when something that seems like everybody should have it wasn't common. So I guess I say that, and obviously somebody had to think of it first. I do like that the Sniper Elite games, I don't know, they haven't done it in a while, though. They had a whole secondary set of games that were all about basically shooting zombies. So most of the Sniper Elite games have been historical, like real-world events where you're in them. And then they started doing these zombie army games. And my co-host and I played, I want to say 3 and 4. Had a lot of fun. I'm sort of surprised there hasn't been a new one. I wonder if for some reason they stopped doing them. Because I know they're releasing a new Sniper Elite game that is essentially based in the same relative area that I believe 4 was, the France one. And I know a lot of people are... There's a good amount of people who seem annoyed that it might just be a retread, or not retread, but that they're reusing maps. Honestly, I don't have that problem. I don't have any issue with them reusing maps. I just hope it's not... I don't want it to be another Far Cry New Dawn situation. I had fun with Far Cry New Dawn, but I'll be honest, I wished it was a little bit longer and had a little bit more to it. I know it was cheaper, but... You know, sometimes cheaper means, you know, you get less game in a way that doesn't work out that well. So New Dawn had a lot of really neat visuals. I liked the way New Dawn looked because they were definitely, you know, doing some interesting things visually with it. But the story was, it was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't, I don't really even remember it. Which tells you, okay, well, if I don't remember it, I mean, I remember there were the main villains were 2 twins. So I remember that part of it. And I know that it was set, and this is a bit of a spoiler if you have not played Far Cry 5. But if you, Far Cry, wait, was it Far Cry 5? Yeah, Far Cry 5 was the one where it was supposed to be the Doomsday Cult. And at the end of Far Cry 5, again, spoiler warning, you know, because... not a new game anymore, so I don't really care. Oh, I thought that said reveal chat. I was going to say reveal it. I'm already seeing it. It says refresh. Don't need to refresh it. It's right there. But at the end of Far Cry 5, what you find out is that, in fact, the Doomsday Cult that the whole game you spend, they're saying, oh, there's going to be a nuclear fire and a nuclear, like, apocalypse, and, a nuclear holocaust is coming, and everybody's saying they're crazy, and, they don't know what they're talking about, and they're just, making this stuff up. And then at the end of the game, the nuclear holocaust does happen. So it turns out that the cult was right. Well, some members of the cult were right, and that there was, in fact, going to be a nuclear detonation of some kind. And then Far Cry New Dawn takes place after that. So it's almost like Far Cry Fallout to a degree. It's not nearly the same thing as Fallout, but it's got that feeling to it. But the game, while very colorful, the colorful elements were really great. Like, the visuals of New Dawn were excellent. They really were. But the story was so forgettable. And the main villains, which is a shame, because I do like a lot the idea of the twins as the villains. I think that concept has a lot of potential. I kind of wish more games would do something like that. I would really like to play a game where they're identical twins, and they decide to kind of split their territory in half. And you see the things that they do the same, and you see the things that they do differently, and they kind of play up the idea that, that they're twins, but they're not necessarily doing everything identically. That would be kind of a neat idea. And the differences would be based on the people that they surround themselves with. That, if the two of them were together, they probably would do things exactly the same. But because they split the territory, and because they have different lieutenants and people working for them, that those things start to slightly change. So you could almost compare it, where let's say that Twin A had a second in command who was saying, all right, instead of just going into an area and wiping everybody out and then taking it over by force, let's try going in there and let's try, not necessarily bribing them, but trying to persuade them. And so you have these two territories where, the twins would always have equal territory. Hold on, there's something on my screen. There we go. But that they had achieved that territory through different means. It's just kind of a neat idea, I think, that you could do with something like that. And like I said, New Dawn had twins, but they didn't. I don't know. They made them. Actually, were they twins? I know they were sisters. Maybe they weren't supposed to be identical twins. Oh, I just realized I missed a line right there. Well, we're going to fix that right this second. We're going to grab this. Whoops. Grab that. And we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay, that's a little thick. Do that. There we go. Got to have borders on the teeth. There we are. So the sisters were, I don't know if they were twins or not. I want to say they were, but I don't remember. And they were different. But it didn't feel like it did much with it. It didn't feel like it did enough with it. I shouldn't say do much. It was a very fun game. And it's worth it for the visuals. It really was. But you sat there going, you could have done way more. I really would have loved to see a full game that was set in that kind of nuclear wasteland version of America, because you'd played the whole former game. The whole game was played in the same map. But of course, that was before the bomb dropped. So there's so much stuff where you could be going to familiar places, and they did do some things. So let me get a drink of water real quick. They did do some stuff with this concept, like, okay, you went back to a place, and it didn't look like it did the time you were there before. And they had these submissions where you were actually taking photographs of the places as they existed before, as you'd played them in the previous game. And I thought that was such a neat idea. And I wish they had done more with that. I really do. I wish that had been like the whole game could have just been seeing how different things were after the bombs had dropped. Like, that just would have been really, really wild to do. And like I said, they have these missions that sort of do that, but then they don't. Everything felt like it just stopped short of how far they should have gone. I'm doing bands of muscle here. That's what these lines are. So you're going to see, I'm going to kind of try to do alternating muscle. Okay, not like that, though. They still have to follow somewhat of the same line. Okay, not like that. Variation, a little bit of variance is okay, but not, it can't be too far. It's a tough thing to judge. There we go. And we'll do one more. Then we'll do one more layer, and we'll do the cross muscles, which will be here. So we'll do this, this, this. So yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what, I don't remember what it's called, the new Sniper Elite game. I mean, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it because I love the Sniper Elite games. They're just so much fun. And you know what? I will never get tired of wiping out Nazis. So, yes, I will absolutely be playing the new Sniper Elite game. I just hope that it's something that's a little bit... I hope it's a full game. Because even repeating the maps is okay. I don't mind reusing the maps. I think a lot of people are getting hung up on that. I don't have an issue with that because I doubt they're going to be purely reused. But it probably will be the same locations. And I don't think that's bad because they have really good locations. That's what makes those games so fun. Because it is extremely repetitive gameplay if you want to look at it objectively. You're doing the same thing in every game. You know, it's not like it changes all that much. But I don't think it matters because, again, it's always fun to kill Nazis. So knocking out the Nazi regime is always going to be a good thing to be able to do. So there's that. And I also think they make really, the landscapes are beautiful. They really do such a great job. I mean, especially in 5, in the next gen 1. There are moments in that game that are photorealistic, and they're just so well laid out because they did photogrammetry, I think is the correct term for what they did, where they went and they took actual photos of all these real locations, and then they basically mapped them into the game, but they look so good. If you have a good TV, and, you know, you have a PS5, obviously, because I think was it available for PS4? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't. But if you have a good TV and you see these things, I mean, they really are just amazing. Because, you know, literally the first time that we played the game, I was stopping and looking at everything because I was just really wowed by it because it was their first next-gen title, their first kind of native next-gen title. Not that the older ones looked bad. They didn't. But when you especially, I don't remember what mission it was. It was one of the, maybe the later ones. Let's see. Only very few games can keep using the same map over and over and stuff. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you know, it's not an automatic thing. That's why, like I said, with New Dawn, I felt like they had such a good opportunity with that because you were seeing that map. You had just played a full game with that map as it was before the bombs dropped. So it was, you know, very natural and foresty and everything was fine because nothing had happened. And then they get to the second game, and I was happy that they didn't do the... I was happy they did not go the Fallout route and just have everything be blown away. You know, everything wasn't just melted and burned and all the rest of it. So I'm glad they didn't do that. Where is that line? Where's that line from? Hold on a minute. Where is that? That blue line is from somewhere, but I don't know where it's coming from. It's not there. It's not there. Hold on. I'm just going to get rid of that because it's going to bug me until it's gone. It came from somewhere. Didn't it? Did it not? Okay, where is that line? Okay, that's weird. Where? Hold on. It's not there. It's not there. It's going to keep turning things off till I find it. It's got it. Oh! There it is. So yeah, they had... Oh, come on, I'm not on a hidden layer. What are you kidding me? There we go. So yeah, they had this chance because they had this map and it was now posted. And I was glad that they didn't just go what I would consider a bit of a lazy route and just do a Fallout thing. Let's see. That's why I love games like that level again, because every level is the same map, but it's so different. Oh, so you mean like roguelikes where they change things up? Yeah, that's jeez, a Sniper Elite game that was like a roguelike. That would be an interesting idea where the positions changed every time. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that. That would be an interesting thing to experience. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Actually, I think they do something like that. I think there is some version of that where you can... There might already be a version of that where they have kind of a... It's not a pure roguelike, though, because it's not... The whole game isn't designed that way, but I think there is a thing where you can have it where... I don't know if their positions change. I can't remember now. I haven't played Sniper Elite in a little while. Or at least I haven't played it recently enough to remember and gone through all the options. But yeah, you know, something like that would be... I have no problem with that either. Oops, that's too much. But yeah, it's... I don't mind that. Some people get really annoyed at that type of stuff. Oh, they just reuse the map. Well, okay, if they reuse the map and they just make the same game again, yes, I can understand that people would be upset to be paying, you know, near full price or close to full price for a game that is just the same thing again. But if it's used as a way to compare, if it's used in a way where you're doing something different, or it's like, oh yeah, this used to look like this and now it looks like this, I don't have any problem with that. I really don't. That's okay. I think that can be really interesting and fun. So we'll see, because like it's going to be out January of next year, I want to say. It's early next year, but it's not till 2025, so it's going to be a little bit before it's out, but it's almost certainly going to be a day one purchase for me, because it's the same developer and it's the same game that we've been enjoying for a while now, and so yeah, that's probably going to be a pickup, I will admit. Let's get some of the muscle color in here just so we can kind of visualize it a little bit. Let's just see what that looks like. Yeah, just get some reds in there. Not too much. I'll do the edges in a second. Just going to kind of fill it in, because that's going to be that. A little bit of red in there. And it's going to be that one. Ooh, no, okay. Not like that, though. Yeah, let's do this big one here. We'll do a lot of stuff in there. So let's color that. This is also just giving me a guide of where I'm going to be. Let's do this one. There we go. And then I don't know what I'm going to do in those other pockets. So what is your opinion on puzzle games like Bob Is You and 5 Steps Down? Puzzle games are... I like puzzle games. I'm not particularly good at them. So I will admit that I can get very frustrated with them. But in general, I like puzzle games. You know, and really, of all types, I'm not anti-puzzle games. I know there's some people who just have no patience for it, and they don't want to ever play anything that's not like a straightforward... I shouldn't say straightforward, but puzzle games for them are something that they just don't want to engage with, because they're more... Oh, I'm trying to figure out the right way to say this is... You know, they just want more straightforward... I guess I should just say they want more straightforward games, right? They're either going to play an adventure game or a shooter or whatever, and they don't want to have to be solving puzzles. Even something like, you know, to the degree where some people don't even want to play like a Silent Hill or a Resident Evil game because those have puzzles in them. Even though I'm pretty sure now in the modern remakes you can make those puzzles easier or skippable. But I also kind of understand that, because depending on how old somebody is... Because I remember when there were games with puzzles in them that you couldn't figure out. Don't forget that at one time, there were not all the kind of guides and hint sites and everything else that there is now. There was a point where you were playing games, and if you couldn't figure the puzzle out, you weren't advancing the game. That was it. You either had to hope that, you know, a game magazine was going to put out a guide for whatever it is, or that you could eventually figure it out, or you knew somebody who figured it out. Tile puzzle piece, I guess. Yeah, that's what that's the general description. You look at everything on the map and then make a decision. Yeah, I think that's a neat concept. I played a very simple, and this would be considered, I guess it would be called a puzzle game. I played a very simple, what I'm going to call a puzzle game, on Steam called The Exit 8. And the game was, I want to say $4. And the game's entire concept is you are walking, it's a first person, and you're walking down a Japanese subway hall towards where the train, you don't even make it to the train. You're just walking through, I think, 2 or 3 hallways in this Japanese subway station, and you have to spot as you walk. You're going down a hallway, and it's all, white tile, and looks like a subway station. And there's another passenger who's, I assume, supposed to be going to the opposite track as you, or had just gotten off the train. Yes, okay, so you know what I'm talking about. But anybody who sees this and doesn't know what I'm talking about. And so there's another person that walks down, and as you walk through it, your goal is to spot anything that's different. All you have to do is keep an eye out for anything that doesn't look the same as the first time you walk through it. That's it. That's the whole game. And I had a blast with it. I thought it was great. And sometimes the things are very obvious. And sometimes they're extremely not obvious. If you're really, really good at it, or really, really perceptive, I guess. Wait, am I on the wrong? I'm on the right layer. I'm on the right layer. You could probably finish the whole game in 20 minutes or so. I think it took me... I think I finished it the first time. It took me about an hour to spot I think that it took me an hour to successfully get to the 8th exit, because that's why it's called the Exit 8. Okay. Well, there wasn't, no. So I think what you're talking about is one that's similar, but the one that I played, there's no toilet. There is the other character, the other person can come really quickly towards you. I don't know whether he's necessarily running at you, but he's moving really quickly, and so you know that something's wrong. But there is a new one coming out called the Subway 8. Same idea, but I think it's where you're on the actual train this time. But it was just such a simple thing. I mean, it's not the most graphically impressive game you're ever going to see. It's pretty simple in terms of its actual look. It's a straightforward thing. But even after I went back and played it again, maybe a month ago or so, and I couldn't remember all the things, and, so I was missing. Some stuff is obvious. Because there's, for example, one time you come around the corner and suddenly all the lights go out, you hear this noise. And so, okay, right away, the idea is if you spot a difference, you need to turn around and go back the other way immediately. I didn't actually ever, because I didn't know what was going to happen. So I never actually stuck around to see what the fail state looked like. Do you stand there, does something happen? I don't know. I would just run the other way, because it is a really effective game. It's very quiet. There's no music. It's all just sound effects. And I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to play the next one. I don't think the next one's out yet. But you know what? Now that I say that, I think I'm going to check in a second and see, because if it is, then I want to play it. But I don't think it's out. But let's give my hand a second here, and let's take a look. I believe it's called the Subway 8. Whoops, not the Subway 6, the Subway 8. Let's take a look. Is it out yet? Is it not the Subway 8? Hold on. Is it? Oh, helps to spell the word right. Sorry. Give me a second. Shinkansen, spot the reference. No, that sounds great, though. No. The Platform 8. No, I did not. I will have to look that up, because that sounds great. That sounds similar. That's great. I like that type of stuff. All right, Platform 8. Is it out? Platform 8. Yes! Oh, it is out. I wonder if this is the one you're talking about. Well, no, because this is called the Platform 8. I didn't realize it was out. Oh, well. I will have to get that. But I will save that for another time. Maybe I will do a stream of that, because I'd have no problem doing that. I thought that first game was great. So maybe that will be a future stream. I would have a fun time doing that. I didn't realize it was out. I mean, it makes sense, because I knew it was coming out soon, but I hadn't looked in a while. Well, that sounds like a future stream, because That game, the first one, was an absolute riot. Same thing as platforming. Yeah, I'd play that. I'd play that in a second. Because like I said, I really like that concept. It's simple. You know, it's just spot the differences. I mean, that's, at least in the United States, that was such a common thing. When I was a kid and I'd go to the dentist or something, there was always the Highlights magazine or whatever it was called at the time. I think it was always Highlights. And you'd have the thing where it'd be spot 7 or 8 differences. That's all it is. It's the simplest concept. But it's really fun. And I think the Exit 8, I was really, really impressed with that because it didn't try to do anything too crazy. It just kept things simple. And it was dirt cheap. I mean, I think it was $4. I want to say it was a $4 game. I'm next to positive. Hold on, it's right here. I'm next to positive it was less than $5. Yeah, the new one's $4 too. They're both $4. And it's replayable because if you just don't play it for a while, you probably aren't going to remember all. I want to say there was 21 things or something, 21 differences. And sometimes nothing is different. So then you kind of start to get in your own head where you're sitting there going, okay, wait, is there something? Because I didn't see anything. Did I not see something because there's nothing there, or did I just not notice it? And then you start to psych yourself out because then I remember the second time I played it, my second run through it, because I didn't clear it all the first time. I was sure I'd seen something different, so I turned around and went back, and I was wrong. There was nothing different. So I basically psyched myself out. Shinkansen Zero. I will look that up. If it's the same idea but on a bullet train, I'm in. I am absolutely 100% in for that because, I mean, I'm not surprised that there's other games like that. It is such a simple concept, but there's so many things you could do with that, right? I mean, imagine it on a submarine where it's deep underwater and, you know, you're hearing weird noises. There's so much you can do with it. There's so much you can do with that idea. So I am not at all surprised that there's another game that's similar to it. I would absolutely play that. So thank you for recommending that. Oh, and put your... Oh, hey, Timber Dragon. How you doing? Welcome. New Gamer, put your YouTube channel in the thing so people can go see your stuff. You know, the link to your general channel. Put it in there. I don't have any problem with people promoting their stuff. So it's not going to bother me. Go for it. Did I just erase that? Yes, I did. I sure did. Link your YouTube channel in here because I am happy to support other people by directing people towards their stuff. If you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. But don't feel like... I know some channels, they don't want people posting their own stuff. And I don't care. Go ahead. Put it in there. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. You want to link your channel? Do it. I have no issue with that. I know some... Like I said, I was on some channel where somebody posted something and some of the other people on the channel really came down on that person. I'm like, oh, okay. Chill's art never ceases to wow with simple graphics, but it's pretty unique. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Exit 8 is the same thing. It's not going to blow anybody away with its graphics, but it doesn't need to because the gameplay is great. Water. Yeah, graphics aren't everything. I have to be honest with you. Like, I know they came out with the PS5 Pro and people are just going crazy over it, but honestly, I doubt I could tell the difference. I don't have great eyes to begin with. I really don't. So am I going to be able to tell the difference between... yeah, it's not working for... yeah, Timber Dragon, I don't know what's going on. The main YouTube channel, it's not working, and it doesn't... I can't figure out why. So I can see it, but it's not showing up in the main thing, and I really don't know why. But I didn't want to have to reload and restart the whole stream. I don't know why. I think it's only the one YouTube channel, too. It's, I think only one of them isn't showing up. It's really strange, because when I did the testing before I started the stream, it was showing up fine. And then once I got the stream going, nothing's showing up. And I don't know why, because it was there. I did the testing earlier. Let me just look at something. Let me just try this. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Hold on, let me do a quick test. Oops, that's not English. Yeah, see, that one is showing up, but the main one is not showing up. And I don't know why. Because it's there, and yet for some reason, when I'm doing this and let me hit the refresh button on it, but I don't think so. No, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not showing up correctly at all. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Oops, no, I didn't mean to click that. I don't need to open that. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing here. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Because like I said, it worked when I tested it earlier. And then it just decided to lose its mind. And I'm not sure why. So I'll have to check that. Like I said, I was actually kind of like, oh, okay, everything's working easily. That's something as a change. So this time it basically lied to me, as opposed to most of the times when I get the stream going and I just can't get it to work to begin with. This time it was pretending to work, and it isn't. So I don't know. Yeah, it's strange. Because like I said, I did the testing and I got the beep and I could see everything and it was working great. And then something, no, because it's showing up with the completely wrong thing. I thought maybe I had solved the problem, but no, it's just not showing up. I don't know why. So I can see it. Your test is... No, sorry. I see what you're talking about. Hold on. Yeah, you'll see it. Here, I'll do this one. I know what you mean. Yeah, the test that I did was on the one that can be publicly visible. But if I do it here, you'll see this in a second. Yeah, it's weird. It's only going to show up back here, but it will show up. So if I go here, and I go to this, and I say test, well, let's try like 5. Right? Now that, oh yeah, look at that. Huh. Well, that's really weird. Okay, type something, Timber Dragon. That's strange. Because it didn't show up a second ago. Why is it showing up now? Hold on a minute. That's really bizarre. Hold on, let's do test 6. Yeah, oh, well, I know why I can't hear the sound. I accidentally muted the thing. There it goes. Yeah, so now the two different... Whoa, that's weird. Can you see? Because I can see those on the thing. But yours didn't show up. That doesn't make any sense. The test 5 one was not showing up before. I still don't see it. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know what that is. And you're right. I can't see yours anywhere. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to chalk that up to YouTube because that makes no sense. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. That's really strange because that wasn't even showing up before. So now it's showing up. Oh, and what do you call it? Just stopped. So hold on a minute. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Wait a second. Because the screen froze too. Why did the screen freeze? Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let me do this. Let me restart the... Hold on a minute. Let me restart the mirroring thing. I don't think that has anything to do with this problem, but let's just do that. Okay, it has reconnected. Let me jump back to here. Let's turn this off. There we are. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's having new weird little issues this time. Like I said, it was all working perfectly before I started the stream. And then whatever, you know what? I'll hit the refresh button. Hold on a minute. Let me hit this refresh button. I see on the screen, but not on the chat. Yeah, I don't get it. Let me click this. Whoa. Oh, I don't know what that just did. Oh, I think I do know what that just did. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me do this. So I need to go to the social stream thing, and then I need to switch it to the one that I just recreated. Okay. Is that one? Jeez, I don't know which one this one is. Type something. Oh, actually, here, I'll type it. Let me see. Let's say test 1.1. Okay, that showed up. Now let's go to, hold on, because maybe I did fix it just now. Test, oops, 2.2. Okay, that showed up. And then we'll do test 3.3. Well, 3-3. Okay, so I see all that stuff. Random clicking. Yeah, and your stuff still isn't showing up. Yeah, so it's only showing. I don't know. I don't. So basically, what it's showing the Twitch stream fine, but it's not showing one of the YouTube channels fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that. I don't know. Sorry about that, Timber Dragon. I'm not sure what's going on. It's being weird in a different way, I guess. And I didn't change anything. I did not update that program because I've been bit by that before, so I thought, don't update it. So maybe after this stream, I will update it. Maybe there is some kind of glitch that the update fixed that YouTube's doing. So I believe there is an update for it, so I will check that after the stream this evening, and if there's an update, I will run it. Actually, let's see. Yeah, the random clicking would have been my keyboard. Is there a new update for this? Would that be, where would that be? About? Okay, no, it's not that. Is there a check? I thought there was an update checker here. Let's see. No, I guess it just tells you when it starts up that there's an update, because it did not tell me there was one. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear these lines out. And I saw that you put your YouTube channel in there, New Gamer. Thank you. That way, like I said, people can find your stuff. Yeah, I really don't. I don't know why other channels get all touchy about that stuff. It's not going to hurt them any. I guess. Like I said, I don't know. I just noticed it, and I didn't really understand that, because I went, hey, if you have people that are showing up on your channel and they have a channel, what's the harm in letting them post it in there, let other people find other stuff? I don't expect people to only watch my channel. Maybe that's it. Maybe other people only ever want you watching their stuff. I don't have that expectation. I figure people bounce around different channels when it makes sense to them. That's okay. And I don't stream all the time, so maybe somebody finds a different channel that streams a different time. I feel like every one of the streams that you make and I join the chat box doesn't work. Yeah, the truth is that the chat thing is probably the most annoying one. And I don't know why, because it should be relatively simple. But I'll look around to see if there's a different multi-chat program, because the thing is, most of the chat things that are free only do 2. So I'd have to cut one of the 3 channels off. And honestly, I'm just going to be very truthful with you. It is not worth what a lot of these things charge to have 3 chat things. It just isn't. Because they go from free to ridiculously expensive. Like $20+ a month just to have one extra chat thing. If it was more reasonable, I probably would do it. If you could say, okay, I want every chat thing you want to add is $5. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. I could see that. But $20, whether you're using 3 or 10, no, that's just nonsense. I mean, I guess if people want to pay that, that's up to them. I'm not paying that. That is not, to me, that's not right. You shouldn't, somebody who's using 10 things versus 2 should not be paying the same amount of money. Just shouldn't be. I don't agree with that. So if that changes, but I will look around, because, this thing does seem to haywire itself. You know what? I'll try this. Let me try this. Let me do this. Let me close this program entirely, just in case. This never hurts. All right, so now I've just turned it off. So hold on. What is the third channel? So there's Ozone Art Foundry, this one here. There's Ozone Nightmare, which is the podcast channel, but I also stream on there. And then there's the Twitch channel. So that's the 3. But let me restart it before you go anywhere else, because let's see, maybe just sometimes restarting things does fix it. So I do know I have to load this first, so give me a second. I know I have to load the YouTube channel in the background, and I have to go to the live tab, and I have to say live chat. Okay, there it is. Now, hold on a minute, and let me say activate, and let me see what this window looks like. Okay, so there's that. I have to switch that to live. All right, now hold on. Let me open the second one. Oh, you know what? I see all your stuff now. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I bet you that fixed it. Don't go anywhere. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. So let me do test 3.1. Oh, sorry. I have to click the button first. It's my fault. That's normal. That's normal. And then I have to, so let me test that one more time. So test 3.1. See if it appears. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Now let me go to the other one. And this one, let's see if you see it, Timber. Test 3.2. Okay. Now, because now I see all your previous messages and I didn't see them before. And now I just saw it pop up on the right too. So now I'll say test 3.3. All right. So Timber, can you see that now? I hope. Because if that worked, then we should be good. Hey! So I just had to restart it. Okay. Good. See, that's the thing. I always worry about restarting it because, and I think this is because in the old version, when I would restart it, it would take forever to be able to reload it on the screen. It would never reload right, but that's not happening anymore. So I think in the future now, I'll just reload it right from the beginning. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I'm used to the first version of this that I used, which is, I want to say 4 versions back now. It was a lot uglier too. It was a much uglier looking interface. When I would reload it, it would stop me from being able to show it again. It would never come back correctly. Now it seems to be okay, so I guess they fixed whatever that was. I mean, I donated because it's an open source thing, so it's like a donation model. So I did donate to it, so I'm not going to complain too much. They are making this with some people never giving any money to it, which I think if you use anything free and they have a donation option and you use it more than a few times, you should pay those people. So that part I'm fine with. But it was not reloading properly before. Now it seems to be. It is getting better. Like I'm finding that I'm able to fix things easier than it used to be. So it is not as bad as it was. I don't want to be unfair about it. Okay, so got the muscle parts in there. We got the teeth color in there. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with these other pockets. I think I want to make these like brain folds or something. Let's see, where are we at? 52 minutes. Okay. Well, this is going to be an hour-long stream, so I'm not going to get too far started onto those other pockets yet. Instead, how about we put some color in the, let's see, color in the little things next to the eyes. Now I am going to start running out of layers at some point. How many layers do I have on this total? Let's take a look. I know I don't have a ton because this is a big image. I have 15 left, yeah, because this is the actual size of this, not that it looks like this on the screen. This is 15 inches wide by almost 34 inches tall if you were to print it out. So it's pretty big, which means that the layer count is lower. So I don't have a ton of, wait, did I not? Yep, I gotta put that above the white layer. There we go. Yep, I knew I was gonna do that. So I don't have a ton of layers on this thing. I'm fine. 15 is a good amount, actually. I've worked with, 5 or less and been okay. So 15 is pretty good. I'll have layers for the colors. But for now, I'm just going to fill these little parts in on the eyeballs here. Just so they're not all white, because that's not how eyes work. So we'll fill that in there. And we'll do the same thing here. And how are you? Because I've been sick with a cold and I used a whole tissue box in one day. Oh, man. Well, sick-wise, the last time I was sick, I've done really well sick-wise because I'm one of the few people who still wears a mask in most public places. I got very used to it when the COVID hit, and it doesn't bother me, so I still wear a mask in most public places because I got used to not getting sick, and I liked it. So I've been really, really fortunate. I just realized I don't have a thing here. only because I still wear a mask a lot of places. And I'm not saying people should or shouldn't. That's up to you. People make their decisions on what they want to do. So I'm not sitting here going, you should wear a mask. I don't want to be one of those people. But for me, I realized at some point that I hadn't been sick in a very long time. And I'm pretty sure, I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure the only reason I got sick at the beginning of the summer, the last time I was sick, is because my wife was sick. I think she got sick and I caught it from her. Which, you know, that's fine. That's what happens. It's just like some people who have kids. If their kids get sick, they're getting sick. Same idea. So I'm not, again, it's fine. But I really do believe that's the only reason I got sick at the beginning of the summer, is because my wife was sick. But as far as outside of that, I've been really, really fortunate. I used to get sick every holiday, like clockwork. Holiday would come around, November, December, sick, always. And that hasn't happened in a few years. In fact, it hasn't happened since COVID. I got sick. We had flown back to New York at the end of 2019. So we flew back the first week of 2020, and I was miserably sick for 3 weeks. I would bet serious money that I had COVID. Almost certainly. Well, yeah, and that's what I mean is there were times of the year where I was pretty much knew I was just getting myself ready to be sick. So I feel like that's another reason that I'm just sticking with the masks for myself, is because I haven't been that sick in a while. And I'm kind of enjoying that. And maybe it's just luck. I'm not going to say for sure that it is even the mask. I might be attributing that to the mask and it's not really doing anything. Maybe I'm just lucky. Could be. It could be. I know sometimes you think something's happening and it's not actually that. So I don't know. Like I said, whatever the reason is, I'm very, very happy and aware that I'm lucky that I haven't been sicker. So, no, I'm doing okay. And when we fly back to New York in a little over a month, you better believe I'll be wearing a mask on the plane, because I know there's always people on a plane who are sick. Always. And even though they filter the air, it would be impossible for them to be able to filter it enough, because you just have too many people in a small space. Too many. Let's see. Be warned, my blade and sorcery video titled Brutal Kills Canoe. Oh, that's not a problem for me, but thank you for warning anybody else who might see this. Let's see. Well, okay. So what I think was the first time I got COVID, it was bad in that I had a serious cough and I couldn't shake it. To the point where apparently I was coughing in my sleep, and my wife had said, hey, if you have another night like you had last night, you need to go to the doctor right away, because she was really worried about how I sounded. I didn't notice it all that much. I mean, I know I was coughing, but she noticed it in my sleep, that I was coughing really terribly in my sleep. So she was worried. And that was, of course, really early on when nobody really knew what was going on. So we really didn't know how bad it was or wasn't. So she was kind of panicking. And then it did, I did go to the doctor, but normally I didn't, go to like an emergency room. And he said, okay, well, whatever it is, you're past the worst of it. And it was fine. And then I got it. No, I did get it one more time, because my wife got it. And that second time, I was tired. And it was okay. I think I'd gotten the first shot when we got it the second time, or when I got it the second time. I think I had gotten the first shot. That was when, you had to get the sequence of 2 shots. So I'm pretty sure that was after I gotten the first shot, but not the second one. So I wasn't fully whatevered. It wasn't all fully built up. So I think that's why I was just tired. I want to say that's why. It's because the immunity stuff hadn't really kicked in fully yet. Where's the black layer here? Where's my black layer? Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, the second time was more just being tired. Which honestly, the shot made me tired too. Because when I got the vaccine, the first set really made me tired. I mean, I basically just laid on the couch that whole weekend. So, Yeah, I do remember that because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is really simulating what it's like because I am tired and my arm is killing me. That first shot really, or the first 2 shots really screwed my arm up. Yeah, that first time I was sick with the cough, it was bad. It was bad. Like I said, it was my wife was the one that was really worried about it. I just kind of figured, all right, it'll clear up, but yeah, it's not great. 60 minutes. Thank you very much. I was just looking at that. I think I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna do the eye sections down here, and then that will be it for the stream. But thank you very much. I appreciate that you're keeping an eye on the clock. So let me do this, and let's do one more right over here. Nice small one. We'll color those in. Oh, not that. Goodbye, Dot. Thank you. Okay, let's switch to our color. We'll fill that in right there. And we'll jump over here. We'll fill this in. So that should do it. Yep, there we are. So we have all of our eye. Oh, I missed one. Hold on. Let's get this. It's not going to take that long, so I want to get that done. I'd like to have this all completed before I stop here. There we are. 10:15 tonight. Good seeing you, new gamer. Go ahead, UIZ. Ask your question. You have about a minute. So fire away with your question. I will answer it before I go. I missed that too. Plus, I'm fixing these little mistakes. So go ahead. What is your question? There we go. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yes, I shall answer the question. And before I do that, I'm going to do... Well, I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there till I see the question. Then I'll put my little Be Right Back thing up. UIZ. Yeah, that's it. I thought it said UFZ. Let's see. Are you a murder... Bye, new gamer. Are you a Murder Drones fan? I don't even know what Murder Drones is, so I'm going to have to say no. Let's see. What is Murder Drones? Murder? Unless it is, and I just know it by something else. Let's take a look. Murder Drones. Oh, I've seen this. You know what? Somebody sent me this. I haven't actually read it. But I know what this is. I didn't realize that's what it... Okay, I just didn't see the name. Yeah, this is the thing. It's, yeah, okay. Yes, I know what this is, but I haven't actually watched it. Yeah, I've seen the imagery. It's neat looking. I like the art style. But I actually have not, I have to admit, I haven't seen it. But it's neat looking. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at images from it. Yeah, it's neat looking. So I'll have to watch it. Some of the images look a lot like a Japanese comic I'm a really big fan of, which is called Battle Angel Alita. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll take a look. But no, somebody sent me because I recognize the art style. Yeah. Okay. All right. What, Timber? You know what that? I'm assuming you know what it is. I won't be surprised if. I'm assuming most of you are way younger than me, so you probably know what this thing is right away, and I don't. Let me switch my little Be Right Back banner on because I gotta disconnect my iPad. But I'll take the look at that. I'll take a look at that. Oh boy. Someday when I learn to speak, I can take a look at it. All right, perfect. Okay, that's done. All right, so my keyboard back. Oh, well, see, I figured you were far younger than me. That was my guess. I was going to say, because most people who stop by a stream are younger. That's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that a lot of this stuff I'm a lot slower to know about than other people are. So, let's see here. The chat filter. Oh, on break, the chat filter. Why? What happened with the chat filter? Did I miss something? Looks like it's working. Well, what is this? Oh, something else. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream for this evening because I am well over an hour. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, UIZ. Like I said, somebody did send me that. All right. Well. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. That's fine. Yeah. Well, this is a completely safe channel, so it should be fine because I don't swear or anything like that. So you should all be fine. I try to make this as friendly to everybody as possible, and that way, whoever shows up, shows up. So that should be fine. But I understand. You don't have to say your age or nothing like that. I'm not asking anybody for that stuff. So thank you for stopping by. Go find another channel. Watch somebody else doing something creative because it's good for you. So you should get as much of it as you can. And I believe I will be back to stream again on Thursday. But you can also go to the Ozone Art Foundry channel on YouTube. That's right up on the top there. I mean, the same name. It's not the exact same thing. And you can watch older streams. So if you want to see other stuff that I've drawn in the past, go for it. Live or later doesn't matter to me. I just appreciate people stopping by and saying hello. And thank you, Timber, for always helping me fix my chat thing because I can never seem to get it right the first time. I don't know why, so I appreciate that. Sorry, it's never right until I mess with it like 5 or 6 times. Someday, I'll get it right the first time. Maybe, or maybe I won't. But usually I get it. Oh, hey, Chill Mode. Hey, sorry. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up. It's I was aiming for an hour and I'm already over, but I'm planning on, I am. Thank you very much. Hey, thanks for stopping by at all. I appreciate it. And like I was just saying, go over to the YouTube channel. You can always watch this stuff later. So I appreciate you coming by. I'm going to plan to do another stream on Thursday. I think that's my plan. I will probably do one this week at some point. So, but I'll try to aim for Thursday. Thursday or maybe Friday, but whatever. You'll get the alert. So anyway, thanks for coming by. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or late night. And until next time, I appreciate everybody stopping by and saying hello. And yeah, until the next stream, take care. Yes, Chill Mode. I almost hit the end stream button. My plan is to be 6:30 right in there. So, oh, hey, Steve, how you doing, man? I'm just about to sign off. I know Steve from way back. So take care, everybody. Now I'm ending the stream, so I'm going to hit the button. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being here.